When it comes to long-term care insurance, people have a lot of questions. But the two primary questions are, what do other people buy and how much do they pay? It's a simple way of asking, what should you buy and how much should you be paying? This is Jesse Sloan, Executive Director of the American Association for Long-Term Care Insurance. The information I'm going to share with you is based on association research conducted annually, and that's published in the association's 2012-2013 Long-Term Care Insurance Sourcebook. Before I share the information, I think it's important to start with a definition. Long-term care insurance uses several factors to determine the benefit that you're actually buying today. In order to calculate your coverage today, you're going to select a benefit period, that's a number of years, and a daily benefit amount. That's a dollar amount that your insurance policy would pay. That derives, you take one times the other, and that gives you the present value of benefits. But you're undoubtedly going to add an inflation growth option, and as a result, your policy benefits will grow every year. So what benefit period did people select? Well, according to the association's research in 2011, clearly the vast majority, almost 80%, used a benefit period of 3 to 5 years for determining their calculation. In terms of the daily benefit amount used for the calculation, as you can see, $150 is a good average used. And so what does that $150 mean? Well, if you are at age 55 and you selected a daily benefit of $150 and you multiplied it by, say, that 3-year benefit policy, you could do it by 4 or 5, your immediate benefit, the policy would immediately be worth to you $164,250. But, as I said, typically most people add an inflation growth option. Typically today, 3% is a good choice that many people make because it's both affordable and seems sufficient for growth. So at age 75, the policy that you buy today that was worth $164,000 at age 55, when you reach age 75, which is when you're far more likely to need long-term care, your policy will have grown to $305,000. At age 85 to over $410,000. So the benefit that you're buying today is used to start the calculation, but really what you want to look at is what is your benefit going to be worth at the ages when you're more likely to need care. How much you'll pay for long-term care insurance is predicated on several factors: your age, the benefits and the benefit period that you choose, your health, and what discounts you can qualify for. Each insurance company has different discounts that they offer, and that's an important thing to look into. But the source book for 2012 reported on what actual people really paid. This is data pulled from New York State, which is a typical state. And as you can see, there's a mean number or an average. And that's important. A lot of people look at what the average cost is. But if you look at the average cost for people between 55 and 59, and then you look at the low, from the low to the high, you can see that there's a great deal of range. So don't be misled by averages. Long-term care insurance is very specific for each individual, and you really owe it to yourself, and if you're married, to yourself and your spouse, to get costs specifically for you. Let me end with a recommendation. The American Association for Long-Term Care Insurance has a number of consumer guides that are available for you to read on the association's website. There's no personal information that you need to fill in order to access them. Just go to the page that's listed, aaltci.org/guides. Click on the Read Now buttons, and you can read them. There's a variety of tips and tactics that will help you understand how much coverage to choose, what discounts are available, some of the tax deductibility rules, and I think you'll find them very helpful. It's a great way to start furthering your education. And if you're comfortable, on the association's website, click on a request a no obligation quote from an association member. Your information will be forwarded to just one person. They will connect with you by phone or email. They will provide you with no obligation, free information, free costs specific to your state, because it does vary. These are all experts in the field. They represent multiple companies so that they will be able to get you the best coverage for the best cost. And as I said, there's no cost, no obligation. Thank you so much for viewing this presentation.